It's like Switzerland, a lot cheaper. Best roast chicken in Europe.
Croatia. Is it Croatia?
Close.
Close. You need to leave now, otherwise you might not be able to get back home.
I didn't feel safe.
Why?
The food is great.
Oh, this is a nice taco. Shooting behind my head. The food's worth it in me.
So many people now are thinking, how am I going to escape this 9 to 5? I don't hate on corporate at all. I just didn't feel 100%. My cup wasn't full.
The fitness world.
I never thought I'd be here. It's normal to worry a bit about what if this is just a waste of money or a waste of time. There's no downside. It's an investment in yourself.
Everybody, this is Lou. Her name's Louise, but we're on friend basis now, so I get to call you Lou.
I'm Lou now.
I'm so happy I've progressed up the ranks, girl. So excited to have a chat with you today about career change. You also took a break in between corporate life and Pilates. You took a huge 2-year gap to travel. Girl, travel's like one of my favorite things to chit chat about, so we will definitely cover that.
Yes.
One of our past episodes of Chit Chat PoP, we had Kayla on. Kayla and I both came from a dance background and kind of naturally ended up in Pilates. But you, Lou, do not have an existing background in movement. And so I want to get your perspective on what it's like to come into the fitness world.
Yeah, it's been really refreshing. So obviously I came from a very corporate background. I was doing a desk job for about 6 years and I just needed a change. I took time off, I had a career break, and then I came back and decided I wanted to change industries and do something different. My idea was like, I just want to do what I want to do, and Pilates was part of it. So now I teach Pilates, I work in the Pilates industry as my corporate job, which is really cool. Like, I never thought I'd be here 2 years ago.
Did you go to uni? Did you study a particular subject or like have an idea of what career path you wanted to go down?
Probably like so many other people, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I kind of just fell into property development, which is what I studied at uni. It's what I ended up working in for the 6 years. And from there it was like, yeah, I felt like I was in the typical pathway that most people from immigrant families,
Mina girl said the same thing. She's like, we understand like there's a different mindset, and I guess like your parents, as my parents and probably Mina's parents, like have all come from like that previous generation where they left their countries, they sought safety, right? And stability, like that was what they needed. And so that was their idea of success. And I guess naturally they wanted to pass that on to us because for them it worked, right?
Yeah, it's all about security and stability. And that's what the corporate pathway will give you, but it's at the sacrifice of a lot of other things. Especially when you're young and like you're in your 20s, you want to be doing things that you want to enjoy when you're young to do it. You don't want to wait till you're retired and you're like 60, 65, and then you're going traveling and then you're exploring what you want to do. So that was what sort of prompted the travel break. And fortunately I had the savings to do it.
Thanks to corporate.
And, yes, thanks to corporate. So I don't hate on corporate at all. Like I'm not about, that's like the worst thing to do. I never hated my job. I just didn't feel 100%, like my cup wasn't full and I wanted to fill my cup.
Yes, such a good point.
That was the problem.
Why do you think that is? Is it because you felt like you weren't connected to property development?
Exactly. I wasn't connected to the purpose behind my work. I was just doing work for someone else. And like the rewards, the profits, they go to someone else. And like, I'm just like a little monkey at the desk. Like a little monkey, right? But that's just the corporate life. Like that's what you sign up to do. And you are compensated for it, but I think it gets to a point where it caps out. Like it's no longer worth it.
And what point was that for you?
6 years, and when I got enough savings to travel.
Love. So were you kind of like plotting before?
For the last like year or two, I was like plotting my escape.
plotting your escape. I'm sure like there's many people that would say that they had the exact same thought go through their mind.
Yeah. I think so many people now are thinking, how am I going to escape this 9 to 5? Whether it's because they don't like their job or they just want to do something they enjoy genuinely. And for a lot of people, that's Pilates as well, which is why a lot of people start their own businesses and people are getting into teaching full time. At least what I see. Like that's what I've been seeing more of.
Yeah. When did you start Pilates? Was it while you were doing corporate, or was it just something you found in your 2-year break?
When I was working corporate, I started doing Pilates, and Pilates was weirdly the one thing that I was consistent with. And I think that's really hard for most people, I'd say, for the average person to be consistent with movement, exercise, and like routine. It wasn't cheap, but I stayed consistent with it, which usually like they don't go together for me. So
you obviously loved it.
Yeah.
If you were willing to.
It was a sign that I really enjoyed it. I liked the industry and I loved everyone that I met through Pilates. I think that was why when I came back, I decided it was what I wanted to get into. It was the environment that I wanted to be around. And it's still the same today. Like everyone I've met, including you, like people who are instructing, people I've met in my new corporate job, amazing people. Everyone's passionate about it, which
so
you can't find in a lot of places.
Sometimes I joke and say like, but it's not really a joke. I say like, there's no assholes in Pilates. Like there just isn't. Like all Pilates people are so awesome and so like vibrant and friendly. Even people who are kind of like reserved and just kind of keep to themselves. I feel like once you crack them, it's like, you're such a beautiful person and I love seeing you every week and I'm gonna see you next week, you know, like you look forward to seeing these people that come through every week from a teacher's perspective. And then there are a lot of dancers who become Pilates instructors. A lot of dancers just have this innate like passion in them for movement because it's something that they've clung to their whole life, so you can really feel that like energy as they are teaching. Like there's just some little sparkle that I feel like is particularly with people that have come from like a dance background that end up being instructors. But then there's also just like super down to earth people that are like yourself that have had no previous movement experience and have come into Pilates from a career perspective because they just like found something special in it in their own practice and are like, oh my God, like I want to now turn something that I love, something that I find is my passion. I want to turn this into a job, something that pays me. So
it's incredible, right? Like people can now have that opportunity to take their hobby and turn it into something they can make a living out of.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That's what we all want.
You living the dream, girly, at the moment.
Living the dream.
How long have you been instructing?
Oh, like 1 month.
Oh, 1 month? Oh, God, I was thinking it was like 1 year.
No,
she's fresh in the dream.
I'm fresh in the womb. Fresh out the womb.
Fresh out the womb. Girl, whose womb did you come out of? Which course did you do?
So I did APPI.
Do you recommend?
Yes, I struggled a lot finding a course. Like I had to ask so many people. I asked tons of instructors. Like I did way more research than I thought I would have to do to just find the course. Because when I got back from my trip, I was like, yeah, it should be easy. I'll just find something online. There's probably only 1 or 2 places that do it. But there were so many on the internet. It was overwhelming. And I really had to ask instructors what they thought, like studio owners, what they thought, what did they look for when they're hiring someone. So I ended up going with APPI because I looked into their method a little bit and the people that were training in APPI, and they were all physiotherapists, like in terms of background. So I thought that's a positive for me because they know about the anatomy of the body for sure, Pilates to rehabilitate injuries and injury prevention. So that aspect I really liked.
They're big on injury prevention.
Yes.
Yeah, love that.
Which I thought was important in Pilates. And the length of the course was also a little bit more legitimate. I think some courses out there, they advertise like you can be certified in like 4 to 8 weeks. and that's it.
Yeah.
Some are completely online too,
Yeah.
which is great for flexibility, but I think that's suited more to people who come from a background in fitness already.
I would agree with that. That's when people ask me what course I did, I always ask them what their background is, because I feel that the course that I did, which was through Bar Body and it was all online, I did my courses during, during both COVID breaks, because we had 2 major lockdowns in Sydney.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me, I did my bar teacher training, I did that online during the first lockdown. The second lockdown, I did my Pilates online teacher training through them.
You did through lockdown?
I did. I'm so sure I did. Because I was also like, so wait, let me tell you a real quick story.
Yeah.
I was basically like kicked out of Egypt.
Wait.
So
That's not where I thought the story was going.
all right, so here's my little travel story.
Yeah.
So 2019, or was it 2020? I can't remember, y'all, but like, let's like forget about the technicalities.
Yeah.
I was actually meant to go to the Philippines with my dad. So we had organized this trip, Dad and I, but my dad ended up getting kidney stones. The doctor was kind of like, you can go on your Philippines holiday and then like when you get back, we'll sort it out. And to me, I was like, I ain't doing that like that. I love you, I'm so sorry, but I don't think that's a good idea. Like Philippines is a hot country, like you'll be walking, you might not be hydrating because who knows, like you probably can't drink the tap water. And obviously if you're getting kidney stones, it's an issue with like, you know, a buildup of minerals and like you need to be hydrating a lot to kind of pass them. So I was just like, this ain't a good idea. So we ended up cancelling my dad's ticket. And I was thinking about cancelling as well, but at the last minute I thought, nah, like when am I ever gonna do this again? I should just do it, I should just go.
Just go.
So my trip ended up kind of changing and I was in the Philippines for I think 2 weeks. Then I went to Japan, then I went to Egypt.
Ooh.
And I went to Egypt with a friend, like we did a tour, we'd organized a tour. And when we got to Egypt, shit was already going down, but our tour guide was like, oh, it's fine. Like if anything happens, we'll just like sort it out. The day that we were due to start the tour, all the Canadian tourists gone. They were like, we out, peace out, like we getting out of here.
Wait, why?
Because everyone was scared of this COVID thing that we still had
Right, okay, sorry, I forgot this was during COVID.
Yeah, so I yap.
Yeah,
so you may get lost during the story, but that's okay. That's
COVID, you're in Egypt, okay.
COVID, Egypt, right at the beginning of COVID, I'm in Egypt, I'm on this tour. We start the tour and day by day, it was kind of like collectively the countries would start to leave. So like first it was the Canadians, then it was like people from the US were all like, we gotta get out of here. And us Aussies were like, yeah, like she'll be right. And our tour guide, I think his name was Mo, he was like, yeah, she'll be right. Like I'm checking the phone, da-da-da.
Yeah.
I think on day 4, we had like taken this really dusty overnight train through Aswan or to Aswan. Like it's been a while, I can't remember the exact stops, but we were about to go on the Nile River and do like this cruise. Before we get on the boat, Mo comes up to us and says, y'all got to get out of here. You need to leave now or ASAP, otherwise you might not be able to get back home because of this COVID thing. And we're all like, shit, what? So everybody starts texting their loved ones, calling their loved ones, looking online for flights. By the hour, flights are like going astronomical in price. I had my partner at the time on the phone and he was like, he'd actually wanted to book me flights a couple of days prior. And I said to him, nah, it'll be right. Mo's cool to go ahead with the tour. Like, it'll be fine. And so I call my like partner at the time and he's absolutely fuming. He's like, now the tickets are this much. I should have just done it. Like, I'm so annoyed at you. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, I need to get home.
I'm like, on the Nile.
I'm about to get on the Nile and like, I might get stuck here. I'm just wild. And eventually we did get out and I had to like isolate the airport.
Oh my God, I forgot that was the whole process?
Yes, and I think I just got in before they started the hotel, like you've got to quarantine in a hotel.
Yeah.
So I was able to get straight back to my apartment that I was sharing with my partner at the time, and he was a tradie and he slept in his his warehouse, you know, like where they were storing all the tools and the things like. He literally slept on a table in his warehouse so that I could quarantine in the apartment. Bless his cotton socks, right? Like, you know, and like dropping me groceries with like a mask and like we open the door and like I'm standing in the kitchen, he's standing at the door like waving to me with the mask and being like, you know, your groceries are here, and I'm like, love you, bless you, like.
It's like all because my girlfriend wanted to stay in Egypt.
This little stubborn shit, like she just wanted to live her best life on the Nile, like, and then now here we are. Oh my God, like what a time. But anyway, already as I was traveling, I was thinking, I know I also want to get out of this hole that I'm in, because I studied event management and got a job. I just was like, this isn't for me. I feel like a bird in a cage, like same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was still dancing at the time, but it wasn't my dream job, and I just had the biggest rejection of my career. Like I tried so hard to get my dream job, my dream dance job, and I just, after multiple years of auditioning for it, I just didn't get it, and it completely broke my soul. And so I was already in this headspace of like, I need to switch something up. And I love Pilates, which I found on my pursuit of trying to get my dream dance job. I found Pilates and I was like, wait, this is awesome. It's the first time that I feel mentally well doing movement, because I'd gotten so into like this perfectionist headspace with ballet, and really focusing on how can I be better to get my dream job. Like every single day it was like this routine of how can I progress? What can I do to progress? And Pilates, it became a part of that routine, but the environment was completely different. As you were saying, it's like so uplifting and supporting, and
dance would have been very competitive too, right?
Yeah.
The environment at least that you're in.
Absolutely. You walk into a class thinking like, okay, how can I be better? But also at the same time in the background, you're thinking, I've improved, but they're still better than me, you know? And it's a very toxic headspace to be in when you're like that attached to getting a job, or at least that's how I felt. I can't say obviously the same for everybody, but that's how I felt in that pursuit. And in Japan, I'd met a Canadian guy who was a photographer. For the first time, I actually saw in real life somebody taking their passion and turning it into a career. And I was mind blown because I'd never really seen that happen like in the flesh. And I was like, wait a second, maybe I could do this with Pilates or with bar. I started with bar. My teacher training, the first one that I did was bar, because it was the most similar to dance, and I felt like that was my strength, was the dance background, and like I'm such a energetic, like sparkly person, so I felt like bar really suited me. But yeah, Pilates was always going to be part of the picture as well. So yeah, that's like I don't know how we got onto that lol, but
I love this. I love how the travel has given you that opportunity to even see someone who's like following their passions and they're turning that into their dream. Because I feel like I had a similar light bulb moment where I'm like, just seeing someone actually work in something they're passionate in, I would never really connect the two. And it seems really obvious now. But back then it was like, this is your job, like you just do it. It is what it is.
Exactly. There's kind of like two things. You have a job that pays the bills, and then you have hobbies on the side. I guess just with the way that like social media has transformed the world, if you know what you're doing and you've got an audience, there are kind of simple ways to monetize your hobby now. The world is definitely different than it was pre-COVID. So, and I think like COVID actually,
it accelerated that.
It accelerated that for shizzle.
It did.
Like, girl, do you watch Move with Nicole?
I do, yeah. She also started in COVID, right?
I feel like she was in the right place at the right time. She used that online space, YouTube, and shared what she loved, and obviously it was something that was needed at the time. Like, so Moving with Nicole, if you're not familiar, I'm sure you are if you're watching this, but just in case, she's an amazing girl. She's from Sydney, I think.
Yeah,
she's Australian, she's a Pilates instructor, and she has, I think, 5 million followers now, or subscribers on YouTube.
She's done so well. Like, it's been like 4 years, less than that.
Yeah.
And you're right, she was just in the right place at the right time. She was like filling this gap. I was part of the group of people who was like, I need a workout at home.
No.
I'm stuck at home. Like, I was doing Move with Nicole, I was doing Chloe Ting.
Chloe Ting, me too. Mims, are you watching this? Remember when we used to do Chloe Ting together, but less with Faith? Did you FaceTime your friends and work out together?
Oh, I think so. We did like video calls.
Yes, remember that time?
And we would tell each other like, oh my God, did you do this one? Like, it was such a burn.
That's it. Like, you'll have to pre-plan your workout beforehand. Like, it's just, oh, what a time. Chloe Ting, I remember. She also did well during COVID. Anyway, like, it is now much more common for people to take their passions and monetize them. Let's side quest back into travel, because it's such a fun conversation. We've done pre-COVID, lose corporate life. Now we're in travel, where she's going through her transformation.
Yeah, I'm going through it. I'm figuring it out.
She's going through it. Where was the first place you went, and why did you choose to go there?
So I did this trip with my partner as well.
Okay.
So a little less intimidating than to do it like all on your own after COVID. I had always wanted to do a Europe trip. I don't even know when, like it was probably sometime in primary school. Like I just learnt about European history and I thought I'm going there one day. But I never felt like I had the time to. Then I started working and I just kept putting it off.
Yeah.
And so when I was at the point of like, I don't feel fulfilled, I thought, what do I want to do right now? I just want to do that trip. So that's what started it. And it kind of turned into, if I'm going there, I may as well go here. And then if I'm here, I may as well go there. So
it's literally halfway across the world for us Aussies. Like, we've got to make the most of it while we're there.
Yeah.
Like that 14-hour, no, it's like 20.
It takes a day to get there.
You know, we got to guess something back from that investment, okay? That like spiritual investment of sitting on a plane and multiple planes for that long, right?
Yeah.
So you're thinking, I'm here, I'm going to go here, so I might as well go there, then I might as well go there. Like that was your thought process.
Yeah. So I started in Hawaii. So I kind of went that way around to go. So I did Hawaii, Mexico, and then I kind of got tired of Mexico after a month.
No, why? Why? It's actually on my bucket list, Mexico.
I totally recommend going. I enjoyed it, but I think 1 month is like where I would cap it. I started in the capital city and then I sort of made my way to Cancun. And the towns are beautiful, people are lovely, but the security there is not, like I didn't feel safe.
Really?
And it was one of the first, well, like after Hawaii is pretty safe. LA is like similar to Mexico, but because I was at the beginning of my travels, and I wouldn't say I'm someone who's well traveled at that point.
Okay.
So when I got to Mexico, it was like a shock.
Yeah.
Coming from Australia, where it's so safe, being in Mexico, I always felt like someone could just come and shoot me or kidnap me.
Really?
Police have to be on the streets, otherwise it's not safe for tourists.
Really?
Yeah, and I think, and being from Australia also makes it seem like it's worse than it is.
Yeah.
Like there are tons of Americans and Europeans who go to Mexico and they feel like fine, like they'll go clubbing till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But like I just couldn't do it because I felt like this is so not safe. Like I don't even want to go to the park, you know, in the daytime because it doesn't feel safe. I always had to be alert.
Yeah.
So after about a month, I felt like I've had enough of this. I just want to get to Europe and feel like
you can
relax
breathe
again.
Yeah. Wait. This is a twist in the conversation that I wasn't expecting. So if I may just ask another couple questions. Was it any particular incident that made you feel like that, like a near miss, or was it simply the presence of police that made you feel like they're here for a reason?
Like a mix of everything. I don't think I never came close to like a life or death situation.
Yeah.
Not that I was aware of.
Yeah.
But that was because I'm very...
That would literally be me. Like a bullet shooting behind my head and I'm just being like, la-di-da. Oh, this is a nice taco. Like, have you had that?
The tacos are amazing. I love the taco. I didn't like tacos or Mexican food before I went. After I went to Mexico, I love Mexican
Obsessed,
food.
yeah.
So the food is great.
The food's worth a near miss.
The feeling of danger being around the corner is very real there. I also lost my bank cards in Mexico.
Oh, no.
I don't know if someone stole it from me or I just like lost it, and I never really lose things.
Yeah.
Like especially something like a bank card. Whenever I've gone on a trip, I've never lost anything that important.
Yeah.
And the trip is like, it's gonna be a year and I've already lost my bank card. So it was not a good start.
Yeah.
That might have contributed to like the trauma behind being in Mexico.
Okay, makes sense.
But in terms of actual dangerous situations, I don't think I was ever in one where I was like, I'm fighting for my life. Or I could have died.
Yeah.
But probably also thanks to my partner who had a bit more sense and logic. He had a bit more street smarts than me.
Yeah.
So he was constantly like, oh, we got to do this. We got to make sure like this is safe and we have to check these things.
Yeah.
And like, oh yeah, good idea. Like, of course we would do that.
Yeah, love that. So glad that you had him with you.
So I'm thankful that we were there together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was stressful at times, like very stressful traveling there. And I think travel, it's inevitable to get stressful. But because it was at the beginning, I was kind of like, I don't want it to be stressful yet. Like, I just want to enjoy. And, you know, if this isn't the place to be right now, then we have the freedom to just move on to the next place.
Did you have set dates and you ended up changing flights, or like how did you approach the whole lengthy trip in terms of organization?
So sorry, I should have prefaced this. We had a working holiday visa for Spain.
Okay.
So we did have somewhat of a target of like, this is the date we have to be in this country. So the whole trip was kind of centered around Europe. Like we were going to use Spain as a base to travel, because Australians, we only get 90 days in like particular regions and then you got to leave before you can come back in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the plan. I had a working holiday visa in Spain. I was going to go to Europe, travel for a bit, stay in Spain for like 6 to 9 months, and then travel Europe again after that.
Yeah.
So that was the overall plan, and Mexico and Hawaii was sort of on the way, like we may as well, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So after Mexico, once we got to Europe, it was very easy. Like we were just like, okay, we'll take the train here, and then from there, we'll just follow everything geographically. Like we're just exploring the areas that we were in. We weren't like booking flights in advance. We were very, very like free, which is what I loved about it. It was like an adventure in that sense.
Yeah, I love traveling that way too. I'm super drawn to energy, full stop. Like that is just kind of how I live my life. And yeah, I love going.
Book a one-way ticket.
I love booking a one-way ticket.
Figure it out when you're there.
Yeah. So girl, let's jump to Europe. Have you ever played 20 Questions?
I think I've seen videos of it. I don't know if I've actually played it.
Okay, I think I've played it. I don't really know the rules, so we're just going to make up our own.
Okay.
And instead of 20 questions, it's going to be 10 questions.
Okay.
So we're not even playing 20 questions. We're just like playing a random game that I made up.
I've not played this game then.
I would love you to tell me your favorite country, but I don't actually want you to tell me. I want you to describe your favorite country as if it were a person. Okay, so I'm going to ask you 10 questions.
Yeah.
And you're going to imagine that this country is a person.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to try to guess what your favorite country is. I didn't want to do Dream Guy because I felt like that was too girly, but you know what? It's Chit Chat PoP. We're allowed to have a girly moment, okay? So, your dream guy is a country. Question 1, what do they smell like?
I would just say fresh in the sense of there's a lot of nature. Like
Switzerland? Is it Switzerland?
No. Too easy.
Okay, so they smell fresh. Second question, where would he take you on a date?
To a roast chicken restaurant.
I think I already know, but let's keep going. Actually, it could be.
Still pretty generic at this stage, I think.
Like I'm thinking frangos, which I'm pretty sure is Portuguese, but let's keep going. Describe his hair.
Very messy and a little rough.
It's Portugal, but let's keep going.
Is that Portuguese?
What is his name?
Oh god, that one I'm actually stuck on. I'm just going to say Zabliak.
What? Zabliak?
Does that give you more of a hint?
What? Zabliak? Is that, what language is that? Wait, don't tell me, that'll give it away. Zabliak?
It's not a person's name, I don't think, but this will give you a hint as to where it is geographically.
In my head, I'm thinking Zabaglione. Wait, Zabaglione, I don't even know how to say that, but I'm pretty sure that's like an Italian pasta. Or it's like a French pastry, a Zabaglione. Somebody tell me if I'm talking smack or what, like.
You're talking about rigatoni.
No, girl, I swear. Fettuccine, girl. Nah, I'm telling you, Zabaglione is something creamy. I'm thinking it's something creamy. But you're telling me, what's his name again?
Zabliak.
Zabliak. I was thinking Zabquack.
Honestly, I've plucked that name because I can't remember anyone's names that I've actually met there.
Wait, I think I've got it. Wait. Can we revise?
Yeah.
Let's revise. So he smells fresh. His hair is messy.
Yeah.
He would take you on a date where, sorry? I've got bad memory.
To a roast chicken restaurant.
To roast chicken.
Or a roast meat, like.
Okay, roast meat.
Grill restaurant.
Roast meat. And his name is Zabquack.
Zabliak.
Croatia. Is it Croatia?
Close.
Ooh.
Close. See, that's why I gave you that name, because I want you to be in that region.
Okay.
Europe.
I really want to go to Croatia, by the way. Oh, I know.
It was like a light bulb moment for you.
It was a light bulb moment. Tell me now, if you were swimming, right, with this dream man, would the waters that you're swimming in be blue ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, would they be crystal blue?
No, it would be slightly green because of the sediment.
You've thrown me. You've thrown me, girl. The sediment?
Yeah, like this, the clay or the sand that's in the water makes the water look green.
Comment below if you know what she's talking about. What in the world? I'm not sure. Oh!
There are a lot of lakes in this country.
Is it a tiny country? Wait, is your man short, I should say? Is your man super short? No.
Actually very tall, very tall. What? Tallest in the world, actually.
You've thrown me. I was thinking Malta. It's obviously not Malta because Malta's teeny tiny. What?
It's also a small country. It is a small country.
How can your man be so tall?
But very tall.
Play the game, girl. Your favorite country is up there.
We're gonna Google this after, and you'll see what I mean.
Wait, so the
people in this country are, on average, the tallest in the world.
Okay. Girl, this game is really difficult. Next episode, the next guest should choose because I cannot be trusted with the games. Okay, so
I'm sorry, my second one would have been way too easy, so I was like, I'm gonna do the difficult one.
Okay, did I say Greece?
No, but it's not Greece.
And it's not Greece. That's where I was going with the blue ass water. You're gonna have to reveal it.
Okay, it's actually, are you sure you don't want to guess? It starts with an M.
And it's not Malta?
No. Montenegro!
Montenegro? Wait, where's that?
It's right next to Croatia.
Montenegro. Now, please tell us all. Little story time.
Yeah.
Because I know nothing about Montenegro.
I didn't know anything about it before I went either. And it was like my favorite country. I had the best experiences there. I met the best travelers there. Like I'm still really good friends with one of the girls that I met whilst in that country. It's like Switzerland.
Okay.
It has all the beauty of Switzerland. It's just a lot cheaper and it is a little harder to get around just because of the infrastructure. But the food is, like I mentioned the grills and the roast chicken. I had the best roast chicken in Europe in Montenegro, not even in Portugal.
What's a typical day in Montenegro? What would you do?
As a traveller, you mean?
Yeah.
So I stayed in a town that was near, it's called the Black Lake. It's a very popular touristy spot in Montenegro. And I stayed at a hostel there. So it's like in the mountains and I just felt like I was living in a national park for like a whole week. It was incredible. And that's the lake that I was talking about that's kind of green.
Okay. So you can swim in that?
Yeah, it's super clean. It's clean water.
Love.
It's like from the glaciers, but
amazing.
it just looks green.
Amazing. Top 3 moments in Montenegro, or like must not miss, cannot miss.
There is, so I went in the summertime. There is a chairlift there that goes all the way up to like a really tall mountain. The mountain actually looks like Mount Doom from Lord of the Rings. Do you know Lord of the Rings?
I'm a Harry Potter girly, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so for the fans of Lord of the Rings, if you want to see a Mount Doom variation that's not in New Zealand, go to Montenegro. I think it was like 2,500 or 3,000 meters elevation, like above sea level. And we took the chairlift up. And that's the first time I've been on the tall chairlift as well. I'm scared of heights and roller coasters, as you know. So
Me too.
that was terrifying for me because there's no like safety bar. You just sit on it and then you're like,
oh my God, that would not pass in Australia. There is no way.
Like WHS would not have that.
Oh my God.
But that was part of the enjoyment as well, because I was like, I'm doing this because even though I don't love it, but I'm just doing something different, which is what travel's about.
Totally. So I assume in like that moment, you really feel like you're living, you know? You're like, I am human.
In my eyes.
Yeah, kind of. It's like, you know, there's experiences where you're like, oh my God, I totally want to tell my mum about this, but I actually also don't because I'm going to get in big trouble if she finds out about this.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell my parents. I think we'll remember this room very fondly.
We will. Oh my goodness. Girl, I want to hear your top 3 travel moments from your 2 years. Let's go for 2 of your best, most iconic, recommend to everybody, you must do these things, you must have these experiences, and then 1 wild card, like a moment you thought you were going to die. Shock us if that happened.
I was lucky enough, I think, in the whole time, I never, and like, maybe this is not how it's supposed to be done, but I never put myself in a situation where I was going to die.
No, girlie, that's called common sense. We need that. So that's essential to preserve life. So
yeah, I wanted to stay alive, so I never was close to death.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that.
But I feel like when I came back, everyone was like, tell me about a time that like you almost died or like someone kidnapped you or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not Hamish and Andy. I don't do spice challenge when I travel. I don't want to get diarrhea when I travel. I'm staying in hostels that are like rated 8.5 above.
That's it. Girl, like I want some clean sheets as I go to sleep and I want to
shower. Like I can tell you about the worst times. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing that's like near death, like nothing that entertaining.
Let's go on an emotional journey here. Take us down to the low lows and then we redeem with the high highs.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So my lows when I was traveling was probably like a mix of different things. Like it was feeling a bit lonely, like not having my friends. Like I have my partner with me, but it's like that other support network that you usually have. I miss my family, like my dog. Those are the things that sort of I didn't take for granted, but I just didn't really know to appreciate them until it was like taken away from me for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm not someone who gets homesick very quick. It probably took me like 3 to 6 months, like 6 months I was kind of feeling, like starting to feel like I want to talk to someone that's not my partner.
Totally get it. I'm so happy to just do my thing and like peace out. But yeah, there does come a point where you're like, I miss my girlies.
Yeah, like your friends are so important, and I didn't understand that properly until I like left it behind. And I left behind things that were just like, even being in my own bed, that was, okay, not a low, but like I've slept in some pretty bad beds while I was in hostels, and just like the hygiene and like the access to a kitchen even, like I was cooking all the time. Like I never really wanted to eat out. I was trying to save money and I wanted to be a bit more healthy as well.
Yeah.
So I was always cooking and I love cooking. So being in a hostel or a place where I couldn't cook like a proper meal,
yes,
I felt like it was really restricting.
Yes.
And I didn't really like that. Other lows would be losing my bank cards was probably one of them. That was a big shock. Being at the beginning of the trip, I almost couldn't forgive myself. And I think it's other times where I was doing things that were like, there might be mistakes, but like everyone makes mistakes. And especially when you're traveling, you're doing things for the first time, you're gonna make mistakes. But I always felt like as I was making them, I felt like I should have known better, or I just couldn't forgive myself for doing things a certain way. And looking back, it's like, it's all worked out, it's fine. But in the moment, I was really hard on myself. And I would have moments where I was like, should I even be here? Should I keep traveling? Is this actually for me? Because there are so many things telling me right now that maybe I shouldn't be here. Maybe I should just go home. And like going home seems like it's just the easy way out. And like realistically, I'm thinking, am I actually gonna find a flight and pay $2,000 to go back to Sydney and leave all this behind, or do I keep going? And it's like the choice of telling myself like, I have to keep going, like I'm gonna finish this. So that's probably the lowest, like emotionally, what I was going through.
Was your partner mirroring those emotions, or was he fine?
We were both kind of going in and out of it. Like it would come in waves. Like obviously when we were traveling, there were so many good moments, and like those would lift us up. And then there would be things that happen and then it would like bring us down. And like we would both kind of be on the same page of like, you know, we kind of miss home. Should we go home? Like what should we do? And then other moments we would be like, this is amazing, like let's just stay here. So yeah, it was kind of like a roller coaster for like a year and a half. Like a solid year, I was not mentally like level. Because I was just always either really happy or like really sad. Do you get it? Do you get what I mean?
I totally get that. Travel is so like that. I tie that a lot to people that I meet when I travel, especially when I travel by myself. I'm such a people person in general. I love going to places when I'm by myself. I love just like finding a cute little cafe. That's like very important to me. We all have a little like things that we need, okay? This girl needs a good coffee, like a real good one. Okay, so I love finding a really great coffee that's rated like 4+ stars on Google reviews. And I love just sitting there without my phone. Like I'll put my phone down or I'll put it in my pocket. The amount of people that have within 30 seconds started a conversation with me when I'm just in that state, or like people that work there. And those are always like the most interesting conversations, because you're like, like you're just like dipping into somebody's whole other life for a hot minute, and then you'll never see them again.
Yeah, quite bizarre as well when you travel. Maybe it's because you know you're not going to see anyone else ever again. Like maybe you'll see them again. You're not attached in any way. You kind of are more yourself.
Totally. And that's what I mean about like the highs, like with people. I feel so, because I'm so comfortable, I feel so myself, like there's just zero judgment.
You could be anyone as well.
You could be anyone. But like if I would tell people, oh, I dance, or like I wanted to do this, whatever, or I teach Pilates, they'd always be like, wow, that's so cool, and like want to chat about that. And you're just like sitting there feeling like you're glowing, because you're just like, oh my God, I'm so accepted as I am right now. Like somebody thinks this is cool, and like, you know, I don't need other people's validation, but it is nice to like have that positive energy towards you, because you're just being yourself. Yeah. And you know, it's so awesome. And then your time with that person has come to an end. Sometimes it might go past a cafe, like you might meet you know, some girls on a tour, like a day tour that you do, and then you hang out for a bit, and then they have to fly somewhere else, and then you're like, oh, that sadness of being alone again drops in, kind of grieving the loss of that really amazing person that I always knew was just going to be a momentary thing. Yeah. But like, it's like, it's highs and lows with people, with the energy. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. And at the same time though, you will meet a lot of crap people when you travel. Like and you can almost tell, like within the first 10-15 seconds you're talking to someone, you'll know, like, are we gonna click? Yeah. Or are we gonna like turn around and not really see each other anymore? Yeah. Who's your favorite person that you've met on your travels? It's actually a girl that I met in Montenegro. Yes, you were saying your bestie. Okay. She's actually also from Sydney. I actually think the reason why we clicked, and like my partner had the exact same experience, we all, like the trio, we all clicked because we hadn't met someone who was from Sydney, and she's also Asian, like ethnicity. Yeah. So she like just got a lot of things that we were like going through. Yeah. And we also like to cook. We were also like on a budget. She was also doing a long trip. She just, like, we were just all on the same wavelength. And it was so long since we interacted with someone that was on the same wavelength. We wanted to do the same things. We like did bike riding trips together while we were in Montenegro. We stayed in the same hostels. Like we met up again throughout the trip because we were just like, we have to see each other. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, like it was just an incredible part of the journey, and like we're still in touch. Like we've met up since we've come back. God, love that. She was the third musketeer. Like, she was like the third musketeer. That's so wholesome. I love. What's her name? Her name's Denise. Shout out Denise. Shout out to Denise. Shout out Denise, girl. Love. Oh, that's so awesome. And I think meeting her kind of made us feel, sorry, I say us, like me and my partner, we were like, okay, now we're back on a high, because we were sort of coming towards like a low at that point, and we're just like, we're just doing this and then we're gonna go home. Yeah. And then we met her, we're like, we're back on a high. Yeah. And then we're like, we're gonna see her again. Like she's someone that's gonna be in our lives. It was so wholesome, and it was so, I love that. Like one of the top experiences was meeting her. So nice. Okay, now I feel like I have to tell you about Uncle Amor. Now it's my Jess story time. Bali is one of those places where just like everybody feels at home. You know, everybody feels like Bali is their second home, right? Yeah, yeah. So the first time that I went to Bali by myself, which was technically my second trip there, this man named Amor was my taxi driver. And girl, it was like I just met my uncle. Like, I'm telling you, this guy was definitely from a past life. You know, when you just have, click, you have that connection, and you're like, oh wait, this ain't my first rodeo with you. Just bonded so well, and he's such a lovely person. I'm sure that he has similar experiences with like every other one of his clients, but I just felt so connected to this guy. And like I went to Bali because I was filming my very first YouTube classes, my first YouTube Pilates classes. And so
wait, I need to watch these.
Girl, go on YouTube.
Why have you not sent me a link?
Oh, girl, because, you know, we're like having a new era. Like, so my very first YouTube videos, I just filmed in a studio in like near here, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, like really my dream is to travel with this. Let's just make it happen. Let's just like throw ourselves in the deep end. That was a big learning curve. Many lull moments, many like overwhelming moments from that Bali trip. But you know, it was so, you need to have those moments, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like telling him more like, you know, I'm doing this Pilates thing and I'm gonna film and like YouTube. And he was like, oh my God, like he was just so excited about it.
Yeah.
He was telling me about his YouTube channel. I was like, you on YouTube? And he's like, yes. And he had these videos of him giving rice to poor people. He would somehow like raise money within the community, and he would go and buy these bags of rice and like give them to people who needed it, like maybe elderly people or just like, you know, people in the community. Balinese people are so like that. They're very community centered and just like anybody and everybody is welcomed as family, especially if you as a foreigner, if you ask to be involved, they will involve you. Another time that I went there to Bali, it was during Nyepi, which is their, almost like their new year. The whole island goes silent. Everything switches off for a day. There is no flights, everything shuts down. I'm pretty sure you're meant to turn all the lights off. It's a moment of meditation, stillness, preparing for the year ahead, I suppose. So prior to the day of Nyepi, there's lots of like ceremonies because they're Hindu, like mostly over in Bali. Lots of beautiful ceremonies, and I had asked her more if I could like come along to a ceremony. I just want to watch from afar.
You just want to soak it in.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, sure. They gave me an outfit. They gave me, I think it's called a kabaya, like a shirt and a beautiful skirt and a sash. They like hooked me up with like a ride to get to the ceremony with the auntie. I prayed with them, like I was in the thing with them, like I was invited to be a part of it, and I wasn't expecting that, but it was so beautiful, and I just felt so blessed and so like grateful that I was welcomed into this space and like being able to be a part of this thing.
Yeah.
Afterwards, they were like, do you want to go with the rest of the girls back to the town? And I was like, yeah, what does that mean? And they're like, cool. So they walked me over to this truck, okay? It's like an open air truck, like they cut the top off the trailer thing. And like all these school-aged girls, you know, like the teenagers, they're all like in their little groups talking in Bahasa, like Indonesian, like I don't understand what they're saying. They're all just like hanging out, like taking selfies, whatever. And I'm like, cool, I guess I'm going in with them. Literally sitting like in the corner of this back of this huge truck. Classic Bali. Would only happen in Bali. I wouldn't have done that if Uncle Amor hadn't brought me into this
he
world.
hooked you up. Really?
He hooked me up. It was such a fun thing. I was like, this is living.
Thank you, Uncle Amor.
Thank you, Uncle Amor. And like another story with Uncle Amor, an Airbnb that I booked. It just so happened to be his auntie's house. And he's like, wait, what's the address? Wait, show me her profile pic. And I'm like, here.
You guys are like linked
this is
in the universe.
This is what I mean. I'm like, clearly I am meant to be involved with this family. Like we're reuniting, okay? I just love it. He's such a wholesome person. I love their family. They're just such sweet people. When I think iconic travel moments, it's like meeting Uncle Amor, you know?
Yeah, it's those things that are like they enrich your life, like genuinely.
Yes.
You feel like you're having an experience that you never would have had otherwise.
And not only has it enriched my life, it has enriched my mum's life. Okay, Uncle Amor has FaceTimed my mum and they're speaking like Bahasa together. Like literally, I'm just like sitting, I'm just like holding the phone to Uncle Amor. He's like driving me somewhere, I'm like, oh, this looks like a good filming location. He's like, yeah, that's a 3-hour drive. And I'm like, okay, so can we go? He's like, yeah. And then so on the road trip there, I'm like, you want to talk to my mum? He's like, yes, get Auntie Mary on. Oh, my sister Mary, get my sister Mary. My mum's name is Mary. Get my sister Mary on. So I'm like holding the phone, basically uninvolved in this conversation. Those two are just having it, laughing and like, and I was like, okay, this is so cute. I just love him.
That's so good. I can't believe. No, he's like someone who's just gonna be in your life for like forever now.
Yeah, that's it.
One other top travel moment was probably a time when I was on my own in the trip. I'd say this was like about a week, and I was in a city called Bologna in Italy, and it was my first time there, and I didn't really know too much about Italy besides like geography and like the Colosseum before I went to Italy. It's not on the bucket list or anything like that. It just sort of happened to be somewhere that was convenient to go to the next place. So I didn't really have expectations for it. And I was so wrong because I love that city. And it's a city that has a really old university. I think it's the oldest university in Europe, actually. So there's a lot of students there. So it's like quite young, quite youthful. The food was amazing. Like everyone says Italian food is good, but I think in Bologna it was like the capital of food, right?
Love.
And I felt like I was having my moment where I was just like exploring. I felt like Dora the Explorer.
Bless.
Because I was in a place that I knew nothing about. Like usually I like to research a little bit about where I'm going, but this place I was just like, I'm just going there. And I was staying in a hostel where I met some really lovely people, and because I was on my own then, the people in the hostel I was talking to all the time, and they were really welcoming, and like we would hang out together like outside of their working, like when they're not working in the hostel. That was really nice. I was learning like Italian from them. It was like enriching for me.
Love.
And I felt like, I was like, I could live here almost. I was having the time of my life there, and it was only for like a week.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything that was like it wasn't like a special festival or anything like that, but I just felt like I was the most myself that I could be in that moment.
Yeah.
And I was just doing like what I wanted to do every day. Not that I wasn't like any other day, but I was just, I think, because I didn't have a set itinerary, because I didn't have too much planned there, I was just like, I'm gonna rest here and then I'm gonna move on to the next place, which was Rome, which is like, I thought, okay, I'm saving myself for Rome. But I actually loved Bologna like so much more than any other city that I've been to in Italy.
Girl, I have to say Bologna's not been on my radar.
You have to go.
I have to add
if you're in Italy, like I totally recommend Bologna. It's incredible. Like around the city, there's porticos, like around all the buildings. They're like, it's like shelter for like weather.
Okay.
But they go all around the city. Like you can walk up to like a little hilltop and there's like a temple up there. And it's all like sheltered. It's so cool. But yeah, I would totally recommend it.
Love.
I was like going to the library. I was like doing work. I was
you were a local, little Bologna local for a week.
Yeah, for a week. I felt that way because I was so like just in the culture.
Love.
And it's like finding those times where I feel like I'm really immersed in the culture that I feel like, this is why I travel. Like this is why I'm here for.
So good. Let's come back to Pilates. So you've done this amazing year and a half of living your best life, coming back to Lou. What was your process to actually getting into a course? Tell me about that process, because there might be people watching that are like, yeah, I don't come from a movement background. Maybe even the thought of taking up a career as some sort of physical trainer or like movement coach, they might just not ever have considered that there's a pathway for them because that you're coming from such a different background. It's like me going, oh, you're like, now I want to be a lawyer. Where do I even start? Like, how do I make that happen? You know?
Yeah. So but you could be a lawyer, right? Like
I could, but I chit chat too much. And I know they talk, but it's a little different. The chit chat's a little different. You know what I mean? So
Judge is like, Jess, stop talking.
Jess, what's the point? Reel it in. I'd just be like, and so like I'll feel like I would just with my body, I would communicate with my body. It'd all just be like, he's guilty. Like y'all feel it? He's guilty. Oh, that would literally be me. I'm not even kidding like that. I can just see it. I can see it right now. Oh my God, okay.
I would watch that court.
Would ya?
That court hearing.
That would be
like Johnny Depp versus Amber. Can you
Who
imagine? Sorry, back to the point.
Back to the point, relating.
We were talking about, yes, like not coming from a movement or dance or physio background.
Yes.
Coming into Pilates or like opportunities Pilates was over here, and I was like, how do I
bridge the gap?
Make it work? Yeah. How do I bridge the gap? So I just thought like I'll just talk to people who were instructors or like in the industry and just see, you know, how I get there.
Yeah.
What did you do to become an instructor? I was literally just asking like multiple people. Every class I went to, I would just stick around and talk to the instructor. And I met so many instructors from doing that because everyone's so lovely. And people came from different backgrounds. Not everyone was a physio or, you know, a personal trainer or anything like that. A lot of them told me, you know, I enjoyed it, so I did the course like 5 years ago. And, you know, I've been teaching since. And I was like, okay, cool. So I can do it. And then I just talked to like more and more people. And APPI came up as like one of the more popular ones, I want to say. I think like maybe they market themselves better, but I got on Reddit a lot as well. Reddit is like a source of, like a fountain of information.
Yeah, you really did your research. Is that the course that you did, is it super classical or?
I think it's more contemporary than classical.
Okay.
It does follow the classical movements in Pilates, but because of the physio like method and background behind it, they modify a lot of things so that it's safe, like deemed safe for general population.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Which I thought was a benefit.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of things that Move with Nicole does are like very classical, depending on the video, of course. But a lot of those things APPI would steer away from because they're like, it's not safe for people who are not strong enough, like the general population, right?
Anything I rarely ever teach A swan and B like I think it's called jackknife, where you're kind of like really rolled over, like almost on, like I'm sure you're not meant to go on your neck, but it's like you're really high up on your shoulder blades. Like I never teach that because I'm always just like, that ain't right for most people. I feel like there's
like more efficient ways to do like the muscle or whatever the purpose of that exercise is. There's other ways you can do it anyway.
Right.
You don't have to go to that classical move.
That's
where
right.
Not everyone's going to be able to do it, and you want to make sure people are safe.
Yeah, and in a big room like this room has 28 mats.
28?
Yeah, it does. I think that'd just be like that particular exercise would be kind of chaotic with 28 people in the room.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, and you're happy with how you felt after the course?
Yeah,
You felt
I
really
would
confident?
say it exceeded my expectations. I would recommend it to anyone looking to do a course in Pilates. I would just say definitely pick one that is done like in person. Like don't do one that's just all online if you have no background in movement.
Yeah.
There's a lot of courses out there. Like I also reached out to a lot of providers. Like I think I must have emailed about 10 or 15 before I actually started, and they all kind of told me the same thing, like, you know, oh, you'll be ready to teach by the end of the course. And there were courses that were like 4 weeks, and then there were some that were like 6 months. And it was hard to gauge where the quality was and what difference it makes when you actually finish the course, like, and you're teaching.
Yeah. What was, say, like the top 3 things that pulled you into your course? Like out of all of the other ones, what were the 3 like main triggers that made you go, yep, I know I'm going to feel that this is the right decision?
So I knew someone, or like it was a friend of my friend who had done it and she recommended it. I just like looked at testimonials, and I know like everyone puts out their own testimonials and they're always going to be in their favor, but their ones seemed quite comprehensive and like a little more genuine, I think.
Okay.
And they had webinars, so I also listened in on like webinars that they did just to see who's behind the business I think that's really important. Like most of these places, they're run by like people who've opened their own studios. They'll offer courses to teach, like instructing courses, which is fine. Like it doesn't mean that they can't teach them, but knowing like who they are, what they stand for, how they teach, what their methods are, like their philosophy, that was important to me. And the person behind APPI was like, I felt like she had a good philosophy. So what was that? That was 2 reasons. One more reason, I'd say the price. The courses are not, like they really vary. Like I was finding courses for like $1,400, $1,500 all the way to like $8,000. So I was like, whoa, like what's going on here? Why is there such a big difference? You cannot get the same thing at the end of it. Like it's not gonna work. So that was why I was kind of worried. I was like, I don't know where to go. I sort of ended up landing like between the middle and the top range in terms of price.
Yep.
So that gave me the confidence and the comfort that it wasn't gonna be like I can't teach when I finish it.
Yeah. You felt like surely with this investment and all the other boxes that you just mentioned being ticked off, surely this is going to be worth it.
Yeah, and they'd run the course for many years as well.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
I think they had a lot of like experience doing it. So I think coming into it, like you want to make sure if something doesn't work, you know, for the first couple of years, like surely they would change it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
so
that.
they had that experience behind them.
Amazing. And this is for your qualification was for mat and reformer?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And did they offer a studio course as well?
So they offer
or equipment?
clinical Pilates, which I think covers all studio equipment. They actually said that they only offered the course to physiotherapist students initially.
Okay.
And it's only with the popularity of Pilates that they started offering it to everyone.
Interesting.
Which is kind of like, you know, a business move.
Yeah.
But that made me think, okay, so this course was initially designed for people who have that physio background. So I think like it gave it a bit more credibility.
Yeah, totally. It's not just a trendy, quick money-making thing. We're here to serve the people that are already like in our world. Let's talk about opportunities. So you've obviously got your qualification, and with that you are now in the Pilates world. You can go and teach classes at any in-person studio. Obviously, as long as you vibe with them and if you feel like it's a good exchange, then that's a tick, that's a door now open. What other opportunities have you found or are you interested in the Pilates world? Because there is more to the Pilates world than just teaching in studio.
Yeah, I think I think on the surface, at least for me before I really came into it, I thought the opportunities were, you know, you're a teacher or you open a studio or you're working for one of those providers that like are teaching Pilates, because that's what I was exposed to through the course. Like it's, oh, okay, so they're a physiotherapist and they teach Pilates. That's their career, like that's how they sort of mix it together. But I was looking for something that I could mix Pilates and the corporate experience that I already had. And I was like, I don't know how to combine these two together, but I'll just like figure it out as I go. And so I was on Seek one day because I was unemployed, and I was just like, oh, what kind of jobs are out there? I'm in a position, fortunately enough, where I could just, you know, sort of look for jobs that I was interested in. Like I never felt like I had to go back to my old job or anything like that. So I was just searching and I came across this company. They are not so much a startup now, but they're growing really quickly and quite a well-known brand in Australia now, and they're expanding worldwide. And they were looking to recruit someone for like a commercial sales support role.
Okay, sales of?
Like sales of reformer equipment.
Reformer equipment, okay.
Yeah, so Pilates equipment. And I had been working in sort of the commercial property sector previously. So there was like some overlap in terms of, you know, skills that you might need and, you know, the general corporate skill set that you have, which is, you know, you could sort of apply it to any role really. And I thought, oh, this actually looks quite interesting. Like I'd be working for a company that I, you know, feel connected to, which is what I was missing previously. And the role was, you know, it's like within my reach. I felt like I'm capable of doing this. So I applied, I did the interview process, it all went really well. I started and I was like, wow, okay, everyone in this company is working in the Pilates industry technically. And everyone is passionate about Pilates and that's why they're there. And
you mean like they were all teachers or?
A few people were teachers, but everyone just came from different backgrounds and they just all...
United by the love of Pilates.
Yeah, they were united by Pilates, which I thought was really cool. Like,
yes,
so
it is.
Interesting, right?
Yes, it is.
And I just felt like, wow, I've never experienced this because in the average corporate world, it's hard to feel that sense of a team because not everyone necessarily like has that passion or feels the purpose there.
Yeah.
But at this company, everyone does.
Wow.
So I was just like, what? Like I found something that I wasn't expecting to find.
They're all health and wellness people at heart. I love that so much. I love that you found that community. It's a community. Your work family has become your community.
Yeah.
Love.
And everyone's super lovely. Like there's no workplace politics. Like I was surrounded by politics before, probably because it was a bigger company and this is a smaller one, but I have no headaches at work. I just love waking up and doing my job. Like it's still a 9-to-5 job, but it's not the 9-to-5 that I hated before or like, you know, didn't vibe with. It was just the connection that I was missing.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love this whole full circle that we've done with corporate. From being like so disconnected when you were doing property development to like having this little gap, connecting to yourself, finding yourself, and then understanding like you love Pilates, like you want to make this a part of your day to day, and then coming back into corporate through Pilates and just like living your best life.
Yeah,
Girl,
I
I'm obsessed with that.
Thank you.
That's so cute. I love that so much. That's so wholesome.
Thank you.
I feel like if I was to do a very traditional 9-to-5, that's what I would want. Like to be working for a business where I feel like I genuinely care about the team and the people, because for me it's all about energy and all about people. Like I've already mentioned that, like that's where I gravitate towards. But also you're part of creating spaces like this.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the part I love too. Like I'm spreading Pilates like a disease in the world, literally.
Yes!
We help businesses open studios. Like we're getting like access to Pilates. Like we're helping people access Pilates.
I feel like I feel like we need to slightly twist up that word disease because like.
Sorry, not disease.
You know, like put a slightly positive twist on it. What could we say? Yeah.
Spreading.
Like it's not like it's COVID. You
we're
know,
like planting seeds.
Planting Pilates seeds.
Growing businesses, and everyone who's opening studios are also passionate about Pilates. Like they're opening it, like they're doing it all for the right reasons, and like I'm helping that person do it. So literally, it's so rewarding.
The like pennies are landing in my head. In order to build a space like this, we obviously need mats, we need, you know, like dumbbells, blocks, whatever. And you're helping somebody whose dream is to share health and wellness. You're a huge part of that.
It's definitely like a part of that wheel that's like turning right now.
Yeah. A lot of people that like decide to pursue their passions as careers do so because they're not happy with just like a regular, like as you were, right? Like they feel disconnected to what they're doing. And running a business, if you nail your systems and stuff, like you can elevate your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, and you're a part of that.
I have to say, it is very inspiring to be communicating, and obviously like we're essentially partnering with people who are opening studios, and not everyone is like a business person. Not everyone's got a business background, but they're just like, I love Pilates and I'm opening a studio.
Yeah, help a sister out. What do we do? Like, you take me through the ropes.
Yeah. And now's the perfect time to do it because it's
popping.
Popular. Like, you can make money out of it.
Yeah. Oh my God, I actually love that so much. I've actually never thought of it that way, like connecting the dots in that very particular way. Your role now in corporate, in the company that you're in, like, you're an essential part of like elevating the entire world. Is that dramatic?
We're making the world a better place.
You're making the world a better place. You actually are, though, because
I'd agree. Like, I'm definitely a part of it. Like, even if it's not a big part, like, it's facilitating it. It's contributing to it.
Girl, so can we come back to the Camino for a hot second?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the most memorable moments of my Camino trip was being in this albergue, which is like a hostel, but specifically for people who are pilgrims, i.e. people who are walking the Camino. And there's like, in albergues, they're different to a hostel because there's a sense of community. There's often like a family dinner, right? So one night that I was staying in an albergue, the beautiful host of the albergue, she stood up in front of everybody. Girl, I literally thought she was gonna take orders for chicken or beef, okay? Like, I was literally ready to be like, do you have a vegetarian option, okay? She just started on with this like very wholesome, very impromptu, inspiring speech about how we are all drops in the ocean, but the ocean is made of drops of water, you know, like almost like that idea of, you think that your part is super small, but it is essential. Because we need everybody to do their small part in order to create this like much bigger effect, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that just reminded me of that lady.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah. There is no ocean without the singular drops of water. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
What a wise woman.
Right? And I was shook. It was just so beautiful. It caught me so off guard, and I was like, you know, just inspiring. So anyway, you're doing genuinely good in the world. So I love that you found this opportunity and it feels so right for you in this way, you know?
Thank you.
So,
can I just add to this like corporate, like mixed with Pilates topic?
Love.
I had actually also, in the conversations I've had with a lot of instructors and a lot of people working in the industry, a lot of people told me, you know, teaching full-time is great, but ultimately where they found their like sweet spot was when they could mix it with something else.
Yes, something a bit more secure and stable.
Yeah.
And then mix it with your passion. Yeah. So,
and I think that's what inspired me to think about how do I mix my corporate with Pilates. And that's how I came to like finding this job. Yeah,
for sure. Teaching full time, it is a tough gig. It's a very energetically demanding. Even if you're teaching reformer, mat's a whole other game. Especially if you teach like me, I'm very like, I'm with
Should
y'all.
pop a video of you teaching in this.
Oh my God.
Like, cut to that right now.
Michelle, bless Michelle, one of the other teachers here at house, she stood in the doorway on one of my Saturday classes and she just started randomly filming, and I'm like, bless, okay, like, I guess that's what's happening. And I run around like a mad woman. I'm like a witch when I'm running around, because I'm just like feeling the energy, but also like checking everybody's form, like getting right up in there, you know, like, and then like, oh my God, like we're ready to move on, like let's get it, like just like so there energetically, so immersed in the moment that I'm so unaware of what is happening in my body. But like, I just
you're like it. Busy bee.
I am. I must look like a mad woman from like that perspective. You all are like pumping the hundreds and I'm just like, you know, like getting all up there, like press your back into the floor, like just Lol.
I love when you, like, I don't know which class it is, but it happens a couple times where I see you going up to someone who's doing like the clams on their side.
Oh yeah, and I stand behind
them like,
to like roll their hips forward. So optimal clam technique, at least is what I know. You roll your hips slightly forwards and you press your hips slightly down, right? But some people, when they open their clam, they let their hip release back. So I'm just coming there behind, okay, with my little side shin, just encouraging those hips to stay forwards for your own good. So it's nice. And I feel strong when I'm standing there, as in like, I am able to assist you really confidently in that moment, because
it's a great like cue, like tactile, what do you call it, like feedback?
Yeah, like tactile feedback, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, girl, this has been such an amazing chat. Is there anything, do you have any advice for the corporate girlies who love Pilates but are maybe a bit nervous or kind of in that like toying with the idea phase of becoming a Pilates instructor? What's your advice for them?
I do. This advice is probably for anyone who's thinking about doing a course because they love Pilates and they really enjoy it. I would say even if you don't teach or you don't make it part of your career after doing the course, like, it's a great life skill, honestly. I think learning about it, when I practice Pilates now, I'm doing everything, like I know that I'm doing it the most efficient way, and I can understand my form a lot better. Like it just all clicks now.
Love.
And I don't know how I was doing Pilates before I did my course.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can relate, but
like you've got a deeper understanding of the mechanics of the body and I guess exactly how to move more efficiently, how to get more out of your movement.
And just as you, like, you know, as we get older, we want to be mobile, like we want to stay flexible, we want to stay strong. Like learning Pilates is like a part of that. It is like a life skill. I think, you know, if you're interested in it, you love it, just do it.
Go take a course.
Yeah, take the course. Yeah. It's something that you'll take with you forever, and you'll enjoy your Pilates classes like 150 times more after doing it.
Yes, that's it, because you're able to see differently. It's like you open your eyes and you can see more clearly.
Yes,
yeah?
it's like my eyes were like half open when I was doing classes before. Now when I do them, they're like wide. Like I can see like so much more.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like I had no idea I was even capable of seeing more of it.
Yeah.
Like I thought I loved it before, but now I like, it's like I'm passionately like I'm doing it so differently. I honestly am not sure how I did it before. Like I can't even look back. Yeah,
so just do it for yourself, you know, if you're not sure.
It's an investment for yourself.
That's it. And then at the end of the day, if you so choose to, you can then start to monetize that skill set if you want to. Maybe you don't and you want to keep it as something personal for you. Love that. But then you've always got the option to then progress. And, you know, in this economy, it's like if you can monetize your passions, you'll get it. So
there's no downside to doing it, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Love.
Yeah, like I think you worry, it's normal to worry a bit about, you know, what if things don't work out, or what if this is just a waste of money or a waste of time. But like, trust me, it won't be, because it's an investment in yourself.
Absolutely. You know, I'm still a part of a few like Facebook groups about Pilates, you know, teacher training and this kind of thing. And I've recently seen a post where quite a few girlies actually did their teacher training, and then halfway through they decided that they actually didn't like teaching, or they just like lost this sort of like drive to go and then teach. And it's like, you know, okay, you've hit that point and maybe teaching wasn't, you know, it's not meant for you, or just like not, you know, it doesn't really resonate with you, but the work that you've done is not wasted. You learning about your body and how the body works and like deep diving into these exercises, like that is only for your benefit. If you're going to invest in something, let it be your health, you know, and just like your longevity. So, right.
100%.
So,
I totally agree. Like, I can understand that some people can finish it, and because teaching is very different to doing it.
Totally.
It's very different.
Yeah.
And I enjoy teaching because I enjoy like helping other people enjoy Pilates and also get the benefits out of it. But I also get that, you know, there are plenty of people who enjoy Pilates because it's great for your body. Like, you feel mentally really well afterwards. But yeah, like making it, you know, with like mixing it with work and business can take away some of the enjoyment from it.
Totally, yes. I think a lot of teachers hit that point when they take on too many classes as well, and they start to feel that burnout and that pressure to, just like have it all be on Pilates. So yeah, coming back to like what you said before about finding that beautiful sweet spot between like, having something a bit more stable, a bit more tradish, and all the better if it can be still in the world of what you love, in the world of your passions. But yeah, and then like having teaching there to like dip in and out of if you so choose and whatnot. Like, it doesn't have to be like just because you take a course, now you must be an instructor, otherwise it's all for waste. No.
Yeah.
All good. You do you. Live your best life however that looks to you, you know?
Yeah, you preach it.
Sis, that was wholesome AF, okay? I have loved this chat. I'm bringing you on for a second episode, okay? Just saying it right now, manifesting it, because we got plenty more travel stories.
There's so much to talk about.
We have so much to chit chat. People, this chat almost didn't happen. Like, I didn't have Lou on my radar. Like, I actually didn't even just think that you would, like, I only ever see you in class, right?
Yeah, and then, we see each other every week, but it's not like, because it's in the environment of a class.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very different.
And you don't teach here at Houseby yet. Do you want to teach here? Well, you know, if you want to. Like.
I actually think about asking her on Saturday when I come in. It's in the works.
It's in the works. Okay, manifesting a job for Lou. But I mostly like know you as a client, right? And then you're so lovely because I know you're a teacher. You always chat to me afterwards. And I just like I think I just had my ideas of like who I thought would be great on the podcast. And then we just had a gym sesh together the other day because we were both like, oh my God, don't know what to do upstairs, a bit nervy, a bit hesitant to go up to the gym and like actually pump some shit. So we went together as a team. We got chit-chatting.
Yeah, we chit-chatted a lot.
Smashed our sesh. Lou, you led that session, so thank you, girlie. And we had some great chit-chats and I was like, wait a second, you're definitely coming on Chit Chat PoP. We have so much to chit-chat about. So you will see Lou again. Thank you. Girlie, thank you for your energy. Bring it in.
You are so wholesome. Wait, let me bring the book down as well. Very, very appreciative and love. This has been a long chat, but girl,
she's stimulated. She's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not even tired.
I know.
We're talking about things that we love talking about.
So great. See you on the next episode.